Hi, I'd like to make a pitch quickly for a qualitative assessment network and archive. A shared repository for multimodal composition and authentic assessment. First, I'd like to talk about a network. A network is not just technology, it's people. And it's people connected somehow through a network platform. And the hardware is the conduit, and it's also the motivation. And both are needed. Tablets, I think, are best for this because they're portable, they're cheap, and they're cheap when they may not seem cheap in terms of compared to a pencil and paper, but if you compare it to, it does what a computer will do. It will be a camera, it'll be an audio recorder, and it offers things that computers don't have. Speech to text, it'll convert speech to text, which might work for assessment and a couple other things. We need to create time. We don't have enough people and we don't have enough time. A handheld will go places that it'll go everywhere. You can take it to the classroom. You can capture things that happen in the moment. You can take it home and you can exploit teachers' free time. They won't necessarily realize that because they're getting a trade-off. They're getting equipment. What they're sacrificing is time they might otherwise be doing other things. There's an idea in education, kairos and chronos, two different types of time. And a lot of the quantitative assessment we've done so far really is chronos. It's traditional, this happens here, testing what happens in the classroom. The thing is, a lot of real learning, a lot of deep learning, especially when you're not trying to analyze things like critical thinking, isn't always apparent until after the class is over, and sometimes even years later. Kairos is the teachable moment. It's the right thing at the right time. And to have the right thing at the right time, we need to really take things to the students and we need to take things to the faculty. If we want to flip, I think we need to flip assessment in the same way we've been talking about flipping the classroom. And in order to do this, we need to document things. We need to be able to share what we document, and we need to be able, and then we can go back and we can access these shared audios, videos, and what other multimodal compositions we have. And then from that, we can pull quantitative data. We need to have buy-in from tech-savvy and creative personnel in our department. We have a lot of people with a lot of wonderful skills and abilities, and by creating this network and by getting buy-in from them, it should just take off. There's a tipping point. I remember when I suggested we create a learning object repository in Angel. At first, I was the only one posting content up there, but very quickly, there were a lot of people doing a lot more things than I ever thought of. It just took off. And I think the same thing can happen if we create a network with archivable audio, video, and multimodal resources. English people love qualitative research. We're good at it. Reading, writing, real, authentic assessment. And last thing I want to say is I want to get both iPad minis and Nexus 7s because some of the more creative people with experience teaching, for example, digital narratives, which I think will be really attractive for this. They're wedded to the idea of Apple, and I want buy-in from faculty. I think we've got a bunch of other faculty who already have handheld devices that will join us in this network. And eventually, we will bring in the Office of Outcomes Assessment to help find ways to motivate and assess what we're gathering. Thank you very much.